We love the roar of a powerful engine, the feeling of acceleration that pushes us back in our seats. But have you ever stopped to think about the controlled chaos happening beneath the hood? Understanding how a petrol engine works transforms that roar from a simple sound into a symphony of engineering. Knowing your engine isn't just for mechanics in greasy overalls. It's about appreciating the clever design that gives your car life. It's about being an informed owner, understanding what keeps your vehicle running smoothly. And let's be honest, there's a certain satisfaction that comes with knowing how things work. So buckle up as we take a deep dive into the heart of a petrol engine. Get ready to explore the components, the processes, and the power that drives us forward. Imagine the engine as a living, breathing machine. It has a heart, lungs, and a system of veins and arteries that keep everything moving. Let's meet the key players in this mechanical orchestra: cylinders. These are the engine's rooms where the action happens. Like individual powerhouses, they contain the controlled explosions that drive your car. Pistons. Think of these as the engine's muscles. They move up and down inside the cylinders like a fist pumping the air. Crankshaft. This crucial component translates the up and down motion of the pistons into rotational force. Imagine it as the engine's hips transferring power to the wheels. Camshaft. The camshaft controls the engine's breathing. It opens and closes valves that let air and fuel in and exhaust gases out. Spark plugs. These tiny but mighty components provide the spark that ignites the fuel-air mixture. They are the engine's spark of life. Now that we know the players, let's talk about the fuel that makes them dance. Just like our bodies need food and oxygen, a petrol engine craves the perfect blend of fuel and air. Fuel stored in the tank is pumped into the engine and mixed with air. This mixture is carefully measured to ensure the most efficient combustion. Too much fuel and you get a rich mixture that's wasteful and polluting. Too little fuel and you get a lean mixture that can damage your engine. The spark plugs, timed to perfection, create a spark that ignites this volatile mix. Boom! This controlled explosion pushes the piston down, starting the engine's rhythmic cycle. The petrol engine operates in a four-stroke cycle, a beautifully choreographed dance of intake, compression, power, and exhaust. Think of it as the engine's heartbeat, each stroke vital to its performance. Intake. The piston moves down, drawing in the air and fuel mixture through an open intake valve. Imagine it as the engine taking a deep breath. Compression. The intake valve closes and the piston moves up, compressing the fuel-air mixture into a tight space. This compression is key to a powerful explosion. Power. The spark plug ignites the compressed mixture, forcing the piston back down with considerable force. This is the power stroke that turns the crankshaft. Exhaust. The exhaust valve opens and the piston moves up again, pushing out the burned gases. Imagine it as the engine exhaling after a powerful burst of energy. Section 5, from piston to pavement, translating power into motion. We've seen how the engine generates power, but how does that power get to the wheels and propel your car forward? It's all about a series of clever connections and transformations. The crankshaft, spun by the piston's power strokes, transmits this rotational force to the transmission. Think of the transmission as the engine's gearbox. It allows you to select different gears, providing varying levels of torque and speed. From the transmission, power flows through the drive shaft in rear-wheel drive cars or directly to the wheels in front-wheel drive cars. Finally, the wheels, now spinning with the engine's transferred energy, grip the road and propel you forward. Section 6. Keeping it cool. The importance of engine cooling. All this internal combustion generates a lot of heat, and just like us, engines need to stay cool to avoid overheating and potential damage. That's where the cooling system comes in, acting as the engine's personal air conditioning unit. A water pump circulates coolant, a mixture of water and antifreeze, through passages surrounding the cylinders. As the coolant flows, it absorbs excess heat from the engine. This hot coolant then travels to the radiator, located at the front of the car. The radiator acts like a giant heat exchanger, using airflow to cool down the hot coolant before it's circulated back into the engine. This continuous cycle keeps the engine operating within a safe temperature range. Section 7. Lubrication. The engine's lifeblood. Imagine hundreds of metal parts moving at incredibly high speeds, rubbing against each other. Without proper lubrication, the engine would quickly seize up due to friction and heat. That's where engine oil steps in, acting as the engine's lifeblood. Engine oil, stored in the oil pan, is pumped throughout the engine, coating moving parts with a protective film. This lubrication reduces friction, wear and tear, and helps to dissipate heat. Oil also helps to keep the engine clean by trapping dirt and debris. Regular oil changes are crucial to engine health. Over time, oil breaks down and becomes less effective at lubrication and cooling. Fresh oil ensures your engine keeps running smoothly and efficiently. Section 8. The electrical heartbeat, ignition and timing. Remember the spark plugs, those tiny bolts of lightning that ignite the fuel-air mixture? They are part of the engine's electrical system, which provides the vital spark and ensures everything happens in perfect sync. The battery provides the initial jolt of electricity to start the engine. Once the engine is running, the alternator takes over, generating electricity to power the spark plugs, lights, and other electrical components. The ignition system, controlled by the Engine Control Unit, or ECU, sends precisely timed electrical pulses to each spark plug, ensuring the fuel-air mixture ignites at the optimal moment for maximum power and efficiency. Section 9. A symphony of power. How it all comes together. There you have it, a whirlwind tour through the heart of a petrol engine. We've explored its individual components, from the mighty pistons to the tiny spark plugs. We've witnessed the four-stroke cycle, a rhythmic dance of intake, compression, power, and exhaust. We've seen how the engine's power is transferred to the wheels, how it's kept cool and lubricated, and how the electrical system provides the vital spark of life. But the true magic lies in how all these elements work together in perfect harmony. It's a testament to human ingenuity, a symphony of engineering that transforms a simple spark into the power that drives us forward. So, the next time you hear that engine roar, take a moment to appreciate the intricate ballet happening beneath the hood. It's a masterpiece of mechanical design, working tirelessly to get you where you need to go.